The Steelcase Leap Chair is one of the most popular and most coveted office chairs in the world. But is it worth the $1,000 plus price tag that you have to pay for the chair? In this video, we're going to go over everything Steelcase Leap V2 to find out if this chair is worth it for you. Hey guys, it's Ryan with btod.com. We've done a ton of reviews on office chairs ranging from inexpensive to expensive, but one thing that we haven't really touched on is giving our opinion on whether or not we think that the value you're getting out of a product is worth it. And so that's what we're going to do in this video with the Steelcase Leap V2. Now the V2 has been one of the highest ranked chairs from btod.com over the last 2 years, ranking #1 on our best overall chair list as well as our best ergonomic chair list. So we think very highly of this chair, and it's also one of 2 chairs that we've reviewed that's received scores of 80 or higher in every category that we test for. But ultimately, this is still one of the most expensive chairs on the market. And so we're going to do our best in this video to answer that question for you: is the Steelcase Leap V2 worth it? So we're just going to start out by going over some of the things that I like about the Leap V2, which should be some positives that you would be looking for in your next office chair. So for starters, I really love all of the policies that you get with the Leap V2 from Steelcase. When you order directly from Steelcase, it will ship for free and it does come fully assembled. You do not have to do anything with the chair to put it together. And if you decide that you do not like it, you do have up to 14 days to return it for a full refund. Roll it back in the box, Steelcase will pick it up free of charge, and you can ship it back to them. I would highly recommend sending it back in the original packaging and make sure that it's in like new condition so that you can avoid any restocking fees. When you get the chair, it comes with one of the best warranties in the business, right up there with Herman Miller, 12 years of coverage on the entire chair. This includes 24/7 usage and for people weighing up to 400 pounds. If something goes wrong with your chair, let Steelcase know. They'll send replacement parts, replacement chair, or bring it back in-house to fix it themselves. All of this will be covered on their dime. The next thing that I'd really like about the Leap V2 is that it does have a very high-end build quality, testing right at the top, up there with the Herman Miller Aeron and Embody as one of the most well-built quality chairs we have ever tested. Now this is from the ground up. Everything from the casters to the base to the cylinder all the way up through the arms is going to be really high-end. All of these parts are good quality. They match together, they fit together perfectly. You're not going to get a bunch of wiggling or loose components like we see on lower end chairs. And just from experience seeing these chairs in the field from our refurbishing business, I can tell you that we get chairs like this one that is 15 years old and they are still in great condition. Just add a little love to them through the refurbishing process and they come out looking brand new. So these chairs have a lot of longevity and they also hold their resale value very well if you're looking to sell it down the road. So overall, one of the most well-built chairs on the market. The next thing that I really like about the Leap V2 is going to be the armrest setup that you get when you upgrade to that fully adjustable arm package, which I would highly recommend. When you upgrade to this package, you are getting, in my opinion, the best arm package on the market. I like these arms better than any arms that we've tested, and that is due to their large range of adjustability with their height, width, depth, pivot adjustments, all offering large ranges, as well as the arm caps themselves. They are soft, comfortable to the touch, very nice to put your elbows, forearm on, no hard edges. So overall, a great arm package on the Leap V2. The next good thing going for the Leap V2 is going to be the backrest comfort. This tested very well in our office with most people that use the chair, and that is due to a few reasons. The first is going to be the natural curve in the back. It has a great natural curve to provide nice lumbar support and nice support all the way up through your mid to upper back. I also love the fact that the plastic backrest is very flexible. You are allowed to move, shift, rock back, recline, stretch. It's really going to give you the freedom of movement that you'd like in an office chair, and it's not going to limit you like chairs with hard frames. Another bonus with the Leap V2 is that you do get a nice lumbar adjustment package when you get that on the Leap V2, height and depth adjustment with wide ranges on both of them, easy to use functions. So if you really like adjustable lumbar support and want something with good lower to upper back support, then the Leap V2 is a nice option. The seat on the Leap V2 is another positive that we can look at, testing very well in our office as one of the most comfortable seats, right up there with the Nightingale CXO, and this is for a few reasons. The first being the foam. It is more of a firm sitting experience with about 2 inches of foam, but it is very good quality. It has a nice contour and it provides good support for long hours of sitting. I am also a big fan of the seat pan design. It is very similar to the backrest in that you have a lot of movement with the seat. It's flexible, you can shift around, you can stretch, and the seat slider really helps to allow you to fit multiple people in the chair. A wide range of people can use the Leap V2 comfortably, so definitely one of the more comfortable seat options that we've had at BTOD. The final thing that I love about the Leap V2 is just going to be the overall adjustments on the chair. It has almost every adjustment that we look for in an ergonomic chair, and they all have nice ranges, which does help to accommodate that 95th percentile. You're gonna get that seat height, seat depth adjustment. When you upgrade to those fully adjustable arms, you do get 4-way arm adjustment. The lumbar has height and depth adjustment. You get tension adjustment for the backrest and multiple tilt limiting positions. So overall, definitely one of the most adjustable chairs that we've tested. So we've covered the things that I like about the Leap V2, and now we're gonna take a look at a few of the things that I dislike about the chair so that you can take a look at those and decide if those would be deal breakers for you. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the high price point. The Leap is an expensive chair. The way that we've got it configured here, it's just over $1,000, and some people are just not gonna wanna pay that much for an office chair, which is completely understandable. So one of the biggest drawbacks is that some people are just going to be eliminated right out of the gate because they don't want to pay the high price point on the Leap. The next thing that might be a problem for some of you is that the Leap is missing a couple adjustments that we do see on some other chairs that people look for, one of them being back height adjustment. Some people really love to have back height adjustment to ensure that the back can cover their upper back. The Leap doesn't necessarily need that, in my opinion, because of the wide lumbar height adjustment range and the height of the backrest, but if you do need back height, then this isn't going to be a good option for you. Another thing that a lot of high-end chairs have, like the Aeron, like the Fern, is going to be forward seat tilt, and that is not going to be a function that we see on the Leap chair. Again, this is a pretty rare function in my opinion. It's not going to be used for most applications, but if you do need forward seat tilt, then the Leap is not going to work for you. And the final thing that I'm not a fan of on the Leap V2 is going to be the headrest. I just do not like the headrest, and this is coming from someone that currently sits in the Leap chair every day. It's currently my everyday driver, but I would not use the headrest. It feels cheap, it has very little adjustment, only height adjustment, and I do not think that it is worth the $150 upcharge that Steelcase is currently charging, so that would probably be my biggest complaint with the Leap chair. So we've reached that point where I need to answer the question, is the Leap V2 worth it? So the Leap V2 has a ton of good things going for it. It's one of the best chairs on the market when we look at build quality. It has some of the best policies, some of the best comfort scores we've given to any chair, and some of the best adjustments out of any chair that we've tested. Overall, in our opinion, the #1 ranked chair that we've ever tested. But it does sell for over $1,000, and I can completely understand why some of you would not make that investment initially up front. But when we look at this chair in terms of a per year cost, based on the $1,049 that this configuration currently costs, that breaks down to about $87 a year, guaranteed because of Steelcase's amazing 12-year warranty. And if you ask me, do I think that this chair is worth sitting in at a cost of $87 per year? To me, it's a no-brainer. 100% it is worth $87 a year. If we look at lower-end chairs, $100 to $200 chairs, they're not gonna get the longevity of this, they're not gonna be as comfortable or as adjustable or as ergonomic as this. And so from an initial investment, I can see why the $1,000 might be daunting, but overall, I do think that the value is there, and I do think that the investment is worthwhile. That's gonna wrap up our video on whether or not the Leap V2 is worth it. I did my best to provide as much information here as I could, but like all things, I couldn't touch on everything. So if I missed something, make sure to let us know in the comments, reach out to us via email, and we'll do our best to get that answered for you. I really appreciate you making it this far in the video. I would highly recommend checking out our social media. We've got some cool giveaways, including future Leap V2 giveaways. So check that out. And as always, subscribe, ding the bell, give us a like. It really helps us out. Thanks a lot for watching.